Welcome back to another episode of We Are talking to Ianna, not that close to the waterfalls because they are extremely loud, and yeah, we are getting some information about the Warrior elves and how they can be improved.
Let's see.
Ah, Tahar. Good of you to come by.
Sure. You wanted to talk?
Yes. I'll be brief. While you were asleep, an Elven messenger came by. Varden Marilith, one of the Warrior scryers from Leafshade, sent him.
Marilith? What did he want?
Only that he needed your help. They, that is, he and a couple of his followers, seem to be somewhere deep in the Leafshade jungle, near the Halayash ruins.
What are those ruins?
The Old Hibernian city. But what do they want there? That's dangerous.
I don't know, Tahar. We will need to find out.
Okay. Do we really have the time for this? Well, we of course have it.
Do we really have time for this?
That is something you will need to decide. But if we don't help, it might cause unrest within the Warrior, who are fighting for us.
Alright. Well, we might look into this.
Alright. We might look into this.
We should. Is there anything else you wish to discuss, Tahar?
Yeah, is there? I don't know. Advance the story whatsoever. Let's
Yes,
just talk to her.
How can I help?
More about your abilities, yada yada yada. No. I don't think there's anything else you can really
Goodbye.
talk to her. The rest just gets unlocked, yeah. With furthering the story and so on. Anyway, let's go on to the world map and help out those elves. Elf. La 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 la. La 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 la. Elf. Do. So, where are you, elf? Is it the eye? Is Grimm's... Nope, wait a minute. One of those. Hire the mercenaries, bring the goblin stuff, advance the main story. Advance the main story, do this. Windwall, wait, no. Travel to the Halayash, that's the one. Corrupted hearts. According to Ianna, yada yada, travel to Halayash. Ruins and talk to Varden. Oh, swords for gold. That's the 5,000 gold mercenary kind of thing. Is kind of a wild's impenetrable cage. Wait a minute. Impenetrable cage. This one. Travel to the Loyalist camp. You and your allies agree that freeing Lady Myra from the shackles of the cane. No, we don't care about that. We go to the Old Halayash ruins. They're not Halayish, as in they're Halayan and no, Halayash. That's just the name, Halayash, and this is Old Halayash. There might be a new Halayash. So, do we need certain characters in here? I don't think that we need specific ones, so let's just get all of them out of there. So, we start with...
Get ready.
Let's go for Yuria this time. And I need 2 tanks, actually. So, of course, I can go with the standard one, and of course, we are going for...
I'll make it quick.
Yeah, why don't we just go for her this time? What about... Nah, we use the human the next time around, I believe. That should do it quite well. Yeah. Yeah, that should do it. Let's hope that works. Alright, so let's just get some rings away from them here. That's the Fire Nova. We don't want him to have that. Same goes for these rings and these rings. Alright, you are gonna get magic resistance. Actually, no. We should equip the melee ones first, just in case. Let's just quickly do that. You're gonna get some of these resistances, and I don't know, fire or ice. I don't know the kind of damage that we have to fight against, so let's just go for fire. And of course some Fire Nova. Somewhere in here there's a Fire Nova, but where is it? There we go, that's the one. So, we don't have Undergast in here, we have... Yeah, Ianna, this is the one. Okay, some frost resistance might be useful. Alright. Frost resistance. Frost. Oh, 71 attack speed. That is so quick. Where does this attack speed even come from? It might be from her abilities, right? Somewhere in here might be a perk that increases attack speed or something like that. Increases all auto... No, it's just the damage. Where on earth is the attack speed boost coming from? That's just weird. Really weird. Whatever. We give her one of those double rings and an anti-frost ring. So, okay, so we got Ianna. Now it's just... yeah, now it's her that needs some bonuses. Okay, vitality ring, done. So, this one and frost resistance. Bam. That should pretty much do it. It's not the best though, but okay. Nah, can I give her slightly better resistances? No. She already has the most useful kind of armor on. Condition is 5, so I could increase it to 6, but that wouldn't really change that much. Too bad. Too bad. What about the bows? Yeah, there's nothing in the bows. I already checked. So,
when the sun shines onto the turquoise marble of Old Halayash, it is difficult not to admire the greatness of what was once the largest Hibernian city on Io. Only the story of its creation may dampen an explorer's enthusiasm. Like most Hibernian cities, it was built on the backs of slaves.
Well, every society, right, every civilization uses some form of energy somewhere, right? Some kind of energy source. A thing that you can just dip into, let's call it that, open up, and then it just drives whatever the society is. Back in the day, it was machines made out of flesh, so slaves, that needs grain in order to be fueled, and therefore you have a machine that does some jobs. So it's basically what it is. And then once some other machines were introduced into it, like some windmills, basically easy windmills or so, that made things a bit easier for the people. But yeah, water power was, for example, I think it was the earliest form of energy that could be used that was not people. And then there is, of course, the oil. Oil's actually coming from different sources. It could be whale oil, that was the first one, or like the ground oil. Yeah, that's the one that we are using right now.
Look, up ahead. I think that's them.
Not saying you are wrong, but maybe now wasn't the best time to cause turmoil among your people, don't you think?
There was no way I could have known this would happen.
Maybe not. Maybe you could have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Seems your allies have arrived. You're Tahar, aren't you? Silverhand is pleased to meet you.
Careful, Tahar. This man's aura is overwhelming.
Just because it's overwhelming doesn't mean that it's bad.
It is indeed, but that doesn't mean he wants to harm you.
Whoa. Okay, what was that?
What was that? Did you just...
He did. He's a dreamweaver, Tahar, just like me. But don't worry, it does not mean he can read your thoughts. All he can do is transfer them to you, just as I can.
Silverhand couldn't have put it any better, young lady.
Okay, and who... He's probably talking about himself in the third person.
He?
Him. Silverhand. The man you were talking to.
Interesting. So, it's kind of this split personality thing that Ianna was talking about. That all dreamweavers kind of go through. So he's talking about himself as the Silverhand, as one of the personalities that he uses.
Okay.
Okay, and who are you?
Who are you?
Just call him Silverhand. Most people do. He's a friend of the elves, you might say, particularly of the brown blood Moorhere kind. And he's here because his friend Varden Merilith told him they had gotten themselves into trouble once again. Arlen Finrior, the first scryer of Lathwin, has disappeared.
Ran off? I think that's a better way to put it. But
well,
let's talk
he's
in the
not here.
outpost. Follow me.
Just like that. Ooh, ooh. Can't we just, yeah, we're just rushing through, and now I have to activate that monolith again. Let's hope that the outpost isn't too far away. Yeah, it's just a few meters. That's perfect.
All right. So, where do we begin? The corruption hit again, harder than before.
Okay, these might be the, yeah, the Warden is one of those units that you can already train, but the Protector and the Winter Mage might be the special units, but there's still one missing.
But why? We cleaned the pools, didn't we?
You did, yes. But as it turns out, that was only temporary. After you left, the corruption came back with a vengeance. So far, we have lost over a dozen hunters to it. Then, one night, Arlen Finrior ran off, just like that.
Is he called Finrior or is it Finnior?
Why would he do that?
Well, he left a note to cure the corruption.
Well,
There's more to it, though. Silverhand hasn't told Varden yet, but he can feel it.
I see. So you're here to find Arlen, is that it? And that's what you need our help for?
Yes, despite Silverhand and his mages, the jungle turns out far more perilous than anticipated. There's corrupted, there's those beasts, and there's purity, as they like to style themselves.
it's interesting that they, the corruption and the purity both kind of like canceling each other out.
Silverhand would call them self-important blockheads.
Well, that's quite right.
So what do you need us to do?
The same you did in Leafshade. Find the cause of the corruption and end it. And of course, find Arlen if he's still alive. If we don't settle that matter, we don't have a choice but order the troops we provided you with back to us.
Not to mention that the corruption might spread, which, after this land just lived through the Bloodburn, would be an unfortunate development indeed.
And what is the purity doing here then?
Any idea what the purity is doing here?
Pretty much the same thing as we do, right?
None. They seem to be peaceful, as far as that can ever be said about them. Maybe you'll find out.
Okay, I see what I can
All
find.
right. I'll scout the jungle for traces of Arlen and the source of the corruption. You stay here and make sure your camp is safe.
Good to hear. Thank you, Tahar. I mean it. We'll hold our position.
Though Silverhand might reach out to you every now and then. We shall see.
Fair enough. Stay safe.
Alright.
Yes?
Okay, I don't have sectors yet. Just saying. Let's just have a little save at the beginning of that little mission here. So, now then, let's quickly go back and get our little Godstone activated. What else do we have? Do I see...
Together with Lacane's masked priest, this is the second Dreamweaver I've seen in less than a moon.
I take it there aren't many.
Among humans, elves, and orcs, no. The Dark Elves have their own psychic elite units, but that is a different story.
Fascinating. So...
This way, right?
Right. He's on steroids. Right. Steroids, right. Alright, come on. So there doesn't seem to be any item that you can pick up in the Elven outpost. Is it? Yeah, might be.
Sounds like a
Alrighty.
plan.
Let's just have a little look up here. Ah, there's the corruption.
Bloody.
Yeah. No, you are not going to use any abilities. So, let's go for Shadow Strike. Bam! That one gets killed. Noise. Ah, damn it. Why can't I use the Shadow Strike against this one again? That would be so cool. Okay, she is definitely not someone who uses a bunch of focus, so... Boom. That Shadow Strike is so sweet. Also, let's do this stun ability here. Noise. So, that's just a standard bow.
Now would
What
you
we got
look at
there?
that?
And also... Nah, there's nothing else. Another standard bow.
Interesting.
Just because they're in Elven territory
Let's
doesn't mean
see.
that everything in here has to be a bow. There's an old monastery I can travel to if I just go this way. Very interesting. It might unlock once I finish talking to the Purity. Ah, there we have that. Let's just stun them, do this, and maybe do some buffs for them. Something like that might be quite great. Oh yeah, why don't I just get the skeletons in there? Or zombies. Or whatever. Nice. Once they're here, they're just a force of nature. Just amazing, those things.
Is this really necessary?
Of course it is necessary. It's absolutely necessary.
That's the way?
Yes. So, there's nothing done there. Okay, where am I going?
I just
Whoa.
don't get it. Why don't we simply crush those damn elves? They're heretics anyway.
We're already fighting all of Northander and the orcs. Making the elves a direct enemy wouldn't be smart.
Probably. Ah, well. Let's just find this goddamn artifact and get out of this bloody jungle.
Yes. Wait. Do you see that?
Run!
Interesting. So... that might be where the camp was.
Alright, why not?
Colossus. Weak against what? Hammer damage and frost. Interesting. So, let's let it fight these guys. Oh no. You're gonna get silenced.
Prepare
So,
yourself.
now we can try that. So let's do this one, this one. Every now and then I have to use silence against it, just in case. We can actually dish out a decent amount of damage here, look at that. But most of it, I think, comes from the skeletons. Yeah, damn it, don't just move about. That was not helpful. Wow. Whatever that instant, like, this really high amount of damage that's happening here, that's so weird. Okay, so we destroyed whatever that thing is. Very interesting. There was also, okay, the goblin's always coming from Yuria, because she's a summoner of swords. Well, I am the summoner, but Yuria has this strange helmet on that does the summoning for her.
Blasted armor.
Got it.
Alright, now where was this thingy coming from? From a ruin somewhere in the center, I believe. Alright. So let's not cross that bridge here. Let's just
alright, why not?
try to explore whatever those sections are. Ah, there we go.
This way,
I
right?
do see something to loot. Perfect.
Sure.
I think, yeah, this is where the huge thingy came from. The Titan's Armor of Regeneration. Regenerates 10 HP per second when out of combat. Nice, nice, nice. And of course it needs 10 Constitution in order to be equipped. Like all of the other high-level armors, really. Like, you either have the stat maxed out and can use this stuff, or you don't, and you're basically bound to using mediocre kind of equipment. So the best thing for you would be to just rush one stat that you like to use first, maybe another one second, and then a third one, okay, could be like medium height or whatever. Silence. Let's see how much damage they do.
I'll keep you shielded.
Okay. Yeah. The damage from Ianna and I think it's Iskrim mostly Yeah, it's Iskrim. Iskrim does tons of damage. Just amazing. I would say that I deal also similar-ish kind of damage. It's just that my damage is more consistent. And not just this high burst damage that happens.
That's the way.
So, what else do we have? Yeah, there's basically nothing there. Let's just look around.
Understood.
Understood. It's nice that there are those Hibernian, what are the relics of a building. It's not really a building, it's more like an altar. It could be an altar building, but no. Yeah, I really get an Aztec feel from them.
Right, why not?
They also used water. Ah, there's more corruption.
Blast them.
Boom. Boy. Okay, let's do some siphoning. Let's see. Nah. Also, this Ronivage. Is that a druid? Why is it called Ronivage? This is... Something is weird about this bear.
Please.
Shouldn't it be called, like, corrupted bear and not something unique? Great bear claw. Cut from a massive bear. The claw alone is as large as a toddler's head. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, bollocks. I only have one healer. Shite.
Sure.
I just now noticed. Having two healers is really convenient. So... It's absolutely great. But I am not a healer.
That way?
Iskrim is not... And... Okay. Another one of these.
Golem.
Yeah. Golem, yada. Vroom.
Now
just amazing.
That.
Huh?
Yeah, I should definitely just switch the characters and then let the others pick up the items. It's a much better way of doing this. So, this was where the ruin was. Wait a minute. I went north over there, so that could be that there's a hidden item down here or something like that. Okay, that's not. So, if I would hide items, why would I do that? Can I just...
Understood.
What's in here? I think so. So, okay, this might be the Purity Camp.
This way, right?
Slightly larger version of it.
Sure.
Alrighty, another one.
Let's see.
Damn it. That's actually a really, really large environment. So, what do we got? Wyrmskin satchels. It's... Is it always Wyrmskin that they use to improve the satchels, or is it sometimes something different? Oh, worms. Or, yeah, it is a worm, isn't it?
Watch it. Purity up ahead.
Great, so how am I gonna get these items now? Can I go somewhere else instead? I don't think so. Let's just go forward slowly. Yeah, that's an arbalist. Let's get whatever's in here. Another ring of the Lightbringer. So many Lightbringer rings. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what happens if I just let them do it. Okay. So, boom. So let the ranged ones do their thing. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe some siphoning of that, and some other ability from me. There we go. Slowly but surely we can just power through here. Nice. Maybe another arrow, and that should be pretty much it. Oh. This thing is fairly resistant to magic.
So, what's the plan?
Okay. No more purity. Perfect. Whoa.
I understand.
Alright. Let's go for this thing over there. Whew. Come on, come on, come on, come on. He's still charging. There we go. Nice. Slowly but surely. Oh. The Shadow Strike ability is so amazing. Every time I see a character that has this instant teleport behind or whatever towards an enemy and then strike ability, I just love that.
We should get moving.
All right, here goes nothing.
So, scouting outpost taken.
Alright, why not?
Alright, alright, alright. So, let's go this way. Ah, so this is the other way around. So no matter what I would have done, I would have managed to get myself into this purity camp. Just different ways in. Ah, wait a minute. This is where you could hide interesting items, maybe. So let's check that out. There's nothing. Okay. Very interesting.
That's the way.
Okay, so let's also explore this center section over here. So that we can
Sounds like a plan.
complete... Huh. Our little... Oh, wait, there's another Godstone. Interesting. So there's Corrupted, and like...
Looks like an old Northander camp. What would the crown have wanted?
General Noria. I can echo.
So,
Someone else. Someone
powerful. Okay, something is happening here. For some reason, this dwarf is taking an enormous amount of damage.
Yes?
Wow. Okay, let's just let him retreat for a moment.
Whatever it is.
The heal does absolutely nothing. There we go. Perfect.
Here we go.
And strike. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's do some siphoning here as well, and we have it. Perfect. And now where is the special item that they usually drop? Nothing. Of course, there's absolutely nothing. I'm just looking for like a... Ah, there we go. A corpse lying somewhere. Giving us maybe an artifact or whatever. Vortex orb. Something. But this is probably one of those strange shrines that gives you this stomachish feeling. There we go. A strange feeling settles in your stomach as you near the shrine. A swarm of insects whirring through your entrails.
Interesting.
Okay, you can turn a thing to face... okay, either I face them in the direction away. I think, like, either they look away from the cross or into the center of the cross. I believe there's some kind of cross thingy here. There's like a north, east, south, and west shrine in here, and if they face... each other, if they face a certain point, maybe I can unlock something. Because this is at the, I think, northernmost area. I have to face it south or so. Let's see. As there's a pillar, tingling sensation, da-da-da, you turn the pillar, nothing happens. Slowly the feeling in your abdomen subsides. There's also another one, either in a cave somewhere, or it was, I believe, somewhere in the east. In the eye or something. I just can't open the map right now because then I get teleported out. And I think you can't... No, wait a minute. As long as I don't have an RTS element active, then I can just do it. But I just can't open the map in order to look at it. That's just a bit iffy.
I'll do what's required.
Alrighty, what do we got here?
You got it.
Another sack of... Ooh, the Will of the Betrayer. Nice one. It's one of those Isamo Tahar rings. Very special ones. Noise, 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 noise. So, where does this one lead me? Back to that location. Aha, okay. Alright, alright, alright. What else do we have? There's nothing up here, but there could be some... could be something down here. And this is what... I was looking around. I couldn't see anything. But then there's the stuff that we have to pick up, of course. Of course. Can I just waltz down here? With a bit of luck I can.
Understood.
It might not be that easy, though. But alright. Wait, can we just pass through this cave also? Aha! Oh no, wait, there's just a strange kind of tunnel. Ah! Now let's just rush straight to the Godstone. That purity. I was not the one who killed them. Weird. Wait a minute. Is this the... No, wait a minute. So this is the western Elven outpost. So there's a northern and a... northern. There's a eastern and the western Elven outpost. I was at the eastern one. So maybe they also have some item lying about. Who knows?
Sure.
Okay, that one is triggered. Let's test this out. That might be one of those special buildings, right? Nah. Just decoration. Okay, let's not get out of this camp. I still have to get this special object that I found up here. It might not even be that special. It could just be some health regeneration rings or whatever. Health regeneration rings. Health potions. Jesus Christ. There are no regeneration rings. Amulets. They increase your focus or health regeneration a little bit. But that's pretty much it. And there we have it. An elf's curse. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, only good against elves. But how often do you fight elves in here? Not that often, I would say.
Blasted armor.
Alright. So there is still this thingy. And you can get on top of the mountain. Yeah, from the top of the mountain you can actually not go anywhere. So... where are we? We are here. Let's just take this portal, use it to go up there. As a shortcut. I don't even know if this is a shortcut or not, because we go down here, we could just waltz up there. Whatever. Let's see. When is the teleport happening? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Of course.
Will do.
Sounds
And
like
I
a
want to
plan.
check out that section here. Is it where I came from? No. Yes. No.
Mm-hmm.
So this one connects that part to the rest. Alright. So let's get up here, get this item, check out what's on top. Ah, that's neat. It could be a statue. Looks very suspicious. And this is one of those Aeonir ones, isn't it?
Let's see.
Oh. What do we have here? The Red Hood of the Seamstress. 15 focus. Ooh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Wait a minute. The Seamstress. Red Hood of the Seamstress. Red Hood of the... There we go. One of the superior quality garments designed by Eliza Smith, also known as the Seamstress. It is said that she is responsible for how mages' robes look today. Her designs were so practical that the robe... the Red Hood of the Seamstress is a legendary hood, a design often seen worn by orc shamans. A enchantment cast on it provides a significant boost to the wearer's focus. Nice. Only problem is, I don't need this one the way it is right now. Iskrim can't use it. Ianna can't use it. It's only good for will or like magical users, but the problem is there are other alternatives that I would say just give you a better option, like better spell cooldowns or even spell power in this case. No, it's just spell cooldown. But yeah, something more direct is just much better than just a flat out focus bonus. It's just kind of a lazy thing that you get.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
So, uppity, uppity, uppity do. Oh, wait a minute. One of those skeletons actually does more damage against a bleeding enemy. So, what I have to do somehow is trigger bleed on them. Maybe this is working. No, that's not doing anything. Okay. So vanquished the shadows. Sadly, there's no other item up here. Only thing you gain from it is experience, though. So, let's hope that there's no other cutscene playing if I get closer to this bridge.
Purity soldiers. Huh. Seems that the abominations don't make an exception for them.
I'll save my tears for another day.
Okay, no cutscene.
I'll be
But
swift.
yeah, we're not getting too close to that bridge here, just in case. The area that I want to explore, though, is still this section down here. So that I have half of the map already explored, then I can focus on the western section of it next.
Sure.
So, now where am I going? I could also just go south from over here, but yeah, as long as I don't go straight towards this exclamation mark, then I should be good. Just stay a little away from it, and then I'm okay.
That way?
Can I get up?
Do.
Can I get up here? Oh, damn it. Another cutscene.
Blazes. That's a lot of them.
Tahar, Silverhand has felt something shift. What's happening?
Abominations! Help us!
Whoa. Let's hope that this was not some kind of a distraction kind of thingy. Alrighty. Yeah, I can deal decent damage here, so let's let them bleed. Okay, so the bleed is not always happening. Wait a minute, why is the bleed not always happening?
Tiara's breath.
Of course,
was
blood will fall
close.
from the sky,
They appear to
with a
be coming
chance.
from the south. Maybe that is where we should look for the corruption then.
Oh, the sleigh, they are coming from the...
What is it?
Oh! Now I can take control of them, that's neat. So, let's just place them back where they came from, just in case. I mean, it's nice to have some help, but I don't want them to die right now.
This way, right?
kind of feels
Sounds like a
wasted.
plan.
Hey, there's more stuff down here. Can I even... So there's this ruin. There's the... Okay, so the corruption might come from this ruin. And there's another dead dude. Perfect.
Interesting.
Not so good for him. Much better for me. Set of stuff. Some impaired that happens. And an additional enemy gets hit. And it is a... it's a two-handed weapon.
Sure.
So... Whoa. Okay, I did not expect the characters to be able to just waltz down and up there. Like, it might be really slippery, actually. To the point where you can't even step onto it without sliding. Hey, more corruption. There we go. Some nice blood rain.
Plan.
So, can you get another one? No. Alright.
You got it.
Let's just get close to them, boost that damage a little bit. 91 and 106. And the damage does not change. Interesting. Very interesting. So, what about this one? 106. Still 106. So somehow the boost to the attack damage does not work with... yeah, it does not seem to work with those kind of units. So let's look at her. It only works for heroes for some reason. Why? What's the wording on it? Grants you an aura that increases the attack power of up to 10 allied units and heroes around you. So, for some reason, the attack power of skeletons is locked at a certain amount, and it cannot be improved with auras.
Now would you look at that?
It might be that those craftable units, the normal RTS units can get a benefit from it. The heroes do, as already stated, but yeah, the normal units don't. Who are you? A bookmark. So, we got ourselves the Finnanmere, the Minds Behind the Smiles. I think I read this one. Finnanmere, the Minds Behind the Smiles. Yeah, I did. So, that is a strange dude. Before I talk to him...
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna get this God's Stone here. And do a little bit of exploration up there. Just in case.
Sure.
Another specter. Careful.
No, you are gonna get that on. Nice. Okay, I have to get... Do I have to get closer? No. Yeah, there we go. Attack power is... The attack power is increased, but the damage is not changing. I can increase their defense. If I want... Like, look at this. They're immune. Okay, that's actually kind of cheat. Where's my Tahar? This one. See that? Once I'm nearby, this thing is not killable. At least... Not with ordinary means. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That is an interesting strategy that you have to think about. You can summon those skeletons at level 3. They boost each other already, so that's pretty sweet. And then they can also utilize whatever buff you give them as well, some other aura. Maybe with Anger Arendir, they can also give additional boosts when it comes to that. So, let's see. So, let's just... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Nice, 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 nice. All the damage. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Actually, I don't need to do anything. Let's just stay here. Do some range attacks whatsoever. Maybe some healing. Damn it. I think this guy's buff is gone. Wait a minute. I have to stand a little closer so that... There we go. Ah, now they are unkillable. Yep. Pretty much unkillable. 100% resistance against blunt damage, and this thing does blunt damage.
Tiara's breath. That thing is strong. I think we'll need troops to defeat it.
Or do we? I got my troops right here. They are pretty much unkillable. Pretty much. So, what do we got here? Elven research already obtained. Alchemist spy. Something good. Nice. Also seems to have very decent flat damage, so let's give this to Yuria. She may benefit the most from it. Yada yada yada. Damage. This one. Yeah. It has a higher flat damage, it has higher attack speed, and it improves her fire stuff. Like it deals additional fire damage, and it also inflicts fire damage in a small area. That's sweet. It kind of behaves like those magical stuffs. Except that it is not a staff. So that it... Actually, it might just improve its damage with... Yeah, how does a magical stuff even scale? In terms of damage. I think it does not. It only gets boosted with spell power, I believe. But spell power does not come from intelligence, I think. Because this one says it scales with the intelligence attribute. But if you go for this one, maybe, this one has no scaling attribute. It always is at 40-40, which is pretty high if you think about it. Like this one is at 29 right now, but yeah, magical stuffs are actually pretty damn strong from the get-go. This might be the greatest benefit. So, let's give this to Yuria. Nice, nice, nice. This bow was definitely a good one. So let's check this section here out, and also there was this, yeah, there was something down here that I need to pick up. Almost forgot it. Every game should have a marker system. Every game that has some open world exploration kind of thingy needs a marker system.
Stay away from their claws.
So how am I going to defeat that one? Quick. Nah. Those skeletons just do it on their own. Control this, control that. And it's dead. There we go.
Interesting.
And of course it has some interesting essence on it.
Of course.
So there's some track marks here. Alright, this is where it came from. And this is where this strange sack is.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, now I click on here and they have to cross it. They can't just walk straight ahead. Like, come on. You could just jump across the stones if you wanted to. Really? Now we're waiting for Tahar to get there. Oh, the Imperial Helmet of Revitalization. That is a perfect one. Let's see. Who's gonna get this one? Because it gives you one additional benefit. No, wait. This is weapons. I need the Imperial Helmet. Like, Iskrim can't use it. Yuria is not gonna get it because of her goblin stuff. And yeah, Ianna can wear it. It does not give you any negative things in here. Yeah, the sight is already reduced by 50%. So the Empyrean helmet seems to be the best one. Yeah, there's a certain stage here. Like, you have the nasal helmet, you have the Conqueror's helmet, and then you have the close helmet, and then you have the Empyrean helmet. And you always get one additional benefit on there. It starts with critical hits, and then it gets no interrupts, and so on and so forth. And then the lower ones just give you lower health and lower sight reduction. Interesting. Yeah, the normal... yeah, there are green Empyrean helmets, and then there are blue rare Imperial helmets. The difference is the crit hit thingy. Interesting. Very interesting. The close helm already has the no crit stuff on it. Interesting. Only thing that it does not have is the HP regeneration out of combat. Huh. Very interesting. Wait. No, wait a minute. The immunity versus critical hits is already there. So why does this immunity immunity versus critical hits, and this one has and interrupt. So yeah, let's just give this to her. The squad ends up with the same loadout for every character just because it's so convenient and so much better than the rest. Like, no magic user uses robes in here because they don't give you that much of a benefit. Like, even I don't use it, and I damn much like my robes. I mean, it's just that, look at that. Can only be used by underguards, no, because it's called underguards robe. You gotta be kidding me. Where do we have it? There. 0.1 focus regeneration, and all ability cost is reduced by 25%. That's sweet, but at some point you just don't care that much about the ability point reduction. A better perk on those armors or robes would be to give you more damage, because if you already are at, like, let's say 10 intelligence or so, then, or maybe even 8, the focus regeneration is so high that lower cost for abilities doesn't matter that much, because you can just cast it, you wait a little bit, and then you cast it again. Cooldowns on abilities are also a thing, so oh, wait a minute, do we have something that... Yeah, it's just the focus cost, so it doesn't really matter. You are basically limited by the ability cooldown. That means you can only cast one every 4 seconds. And if your regeneration is so high that you replenish the amount of focus points, or maybe even more every 4 seconds, then you're good. Wait a minute, how much do I usually use? I use 14 focus points for this spell here, and I can use it every 4 seconds, let's say. And how many focus do I regenerate in 4 seconds? 1.8 a second. So it does not replenish that much. That's weird. So I have to wait more than 4 seconds. That's interesting. So I can't just cast all the time. I never really noticed it. Because let's roughly calculate with 2 focus points a second. Yeah, that means that in 4 seconds, 2, 4, 8 focus points. This is not the complete ability. But then again, I can already use it 4 times. 5 times even, actually. 2, 5, 10, yeah. 5 times, which means 5 times 4 seconds is 20 seconds. So if the combat is going on for 20 seconds, then I have no focus problem. Maybe I can even cast it once more. So another 4 seconds. So 24-second combat, I can just safely be in there and everything's fine. Anyway, let's just end this now and continue with this bookmark somehow in the next one. Until then, like and subscribe. Pata.